Hey there, internet people, it's me, Anubis,
Anubis?
and yeah, we're hunting ghosts.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. She does this sometimes, you know, changes her name with her mood and all that.
No, just tell them what we're doing today.
But why? Like, okay, well, we're hunting ghosts for a guy.
Come on, you gotta make it sound exciting.
Alright, fine, but why? You don't even believe in ghosts.
Yeah, but we're hunting ghosts. You gotta make it sound exciting.
Sure.
Try again.
Okay. You ready to find some ghosts?
Ghosts don't exist.
Sure they do.
Hey, you must be Alex?
Yeah. Why is there a camera?
Well, you know.
Evidence.
Yeah, she doesn't believe me, so we're settling a bet, and we're gonna film it. And also, if you have to leave at any point, we can then just get all of the evidence and send it to you.
Yeah, sure. Whatever. Can I get either of you a drink, or?
Sure.
I'm good.
So, what are you actually hoping to achieve today?
Well, basically find the evidence of the ghost, if there is one, or if it's just a creaky old house, like she claims.
My money's on there's a guy in the attic.
And then get rid of them, whether or not it is a ghost or not. So, what kind of evidence have you been seeing around here?
There's noises. I have like footsteps upstairs. It sounds like there's something in the attic.
Yeah, that sounds pretty normal. Like, typical sort of ghosty stuff.
Or some guy living in the attic.
I can assure you there is no one living in the attic.
How do you know?
I mean, have you been up there?
Isn't that why I hired you to?
Yeah.
Makes a fair point.
I'm sure we can always go and cook our heads up. I feel like we would have just felt them if they were here. You know? But, you know, always go and take a look. Is there anything else? Like, you know, actually seen anything? No scratches or any of that, like, demon stuff?
I mean, there's like whispers or like moaning sometimes.
No, moaning.
Well, you know, if they die, technically they sometimes just repeat the same action that they were doing before they died, so that's possible. What you're thinking. But yeah, so we'll be able to. There's the footsteps.
It's just creaking. It's an old house.
Well, then we'll have to find out.
Are you gonna keep enjoying the view, or are you gonna hand me the camera?
Oh, didn't notice.
God, you're so oblivious.
So, any ghosts?
Nope.
Any homeless?
Piss off.
So there's nothing up there.
Not that I can see.
So, nothing so far that's persuading you to change? You want to raise the bet?
Sure, fuck it. 3 days.
Alright, but you can't change my hair.
Deal.
Good.
I'm sorry. I'm lost here. Is this some kind of scam? Is this what this is? Are you setting me up? Is this a joke?
No, like... No,
We're gods.
No, we're not. We have unique abilities that basically just kind of like let us do things that other people normally can't. That gives us like a better idea on just what's going on, you know? And yeah, but you know, I can explain pretty much everything that's going on here with like relation to the ghost, but we'll just need a bit more space than here. Let's go.
So what exactly are we doing down here?
I'm just gonna take your jacket off, I'll show you what I'm doing.
Okay.
So, if you sort of imagine that like this coat and that jacket, they're both dimensions. They don't cross, they don't really interact, they're just sort of next to each other. You got the pockets, which are the obvious pocket dimensions, and those they can be relatively easily constructed, although it's very difficult, usually impossible to see inside, which is always great. And then you got the lining. So the lining is kind of like the sub-dimensions. Basically, they fill the same sort of space as the actual dimension itself, but they have different properties and usually serve a slightly different function. For instance, there's two of them. There's the not alive one, and there's the not conscious one. The not conscious one is kind of for like dreams. The not alive one is basically where your soul, if you want to call it that, permanently exists. It's there before you're born, and it's there when you die. That sort of energy continues to sort of go on as if nothing really happened. Now, what can sometimes happen is there are tears and little gaps in the actual lining, and that leads to them bleeding across into the main dimension. And that's basically what's happening here. Yeah.
And this is happening in my attic.
Basically, it was more the house-ish area, and from what I've gathered from what you were saying, kind of more upstairs-ish. And yeah, basically just likely someone from around the Black Death, because this area used to have a lot of mass graves.
Or it's just a homeless guy.
We've already established that there is no homeless guy.
Could be hiding.
Where? Okay, so what we're gonna do, or more specifically what I'm gonna do, and then Hades, not Hades, whatever your name is now, is going to just basically sit there and watch, I guess. Is I'm gonna try and see if I can tear the fabric a little bit, and that way get some energy through, and then that way it's basically just gonna come back into the world that it belongs to. But because of that, it's gonna kind of become a little bit more, it's gonna become stronger, probably a little bit more physical, and also quite scared and potentially violent. So I recommend that you aren't here for that. Yeah.
I beg your pardon?
Well, you know, don't want you to get hurt. Like me and her, we can handle it just fine. You, maybe not.
So, you two people that I've never met before, you want me to leave you in my house,
Yeah.
alone?
We're not going to steal from you if that's what you think.
No, because like if this is any insurance, because of the way that the For Hire app works, and obviously you got us through that app will fine us a huge amount of money if we were to break contract. Meaning that if we would steal anything, it would automatically fine us, and no offense, there's nothing in this house that would be worth as much as that fine. So, yeah.
Okay. Alright. Sure.
We'll call you when we're done.
Thanks, I guess.
What are you doing?
Don't want to get ectoplasm on him, do I?
You're fucking with me.
I mean, better safe than sorry. I'm gonna need the chair. So, I'm gonna tear open the bonds between reality a little bit. Just gonna try and coax it back into its own world. And yeah, no, that's just gonna take a couple minutes, so you can just wander around, do whatever.
I bet you believe in crystals, don't you?
I told you, real ghosts are not the same as those. It doesn't matter. Well, that was successful.
Sure.
Well, get up. That, I believe, ends our ghost investigation. How do you feel?
Wet. And not
You-
in the good way.
Do you believe in ghosts?
Go to hell.
Looks like I win.